Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Taking a look here at Fetch.AI, double checking a few key factors here. We're going to look at the hourly and the 4 hour, kind of see where we're at, if there's any confirming factors for a breakout, or just generally what we're looking at here. Because again, if you're new to the channel, I deeply appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. And you do want to become a better trader, more consistent. CryptoCash.tech is a link down below if you're curious. We have a trading academy, community, and signals group. It's been a pretty awesome experience here recently. We're all coming together with all this nonsense in the market and discussing and just making sure we stay, keep our minds right too, because it helps to kind of collaborate with other traders when things don't really go your way. And I'll admit, we took a few trades of confirmation earlier in the week, and the price went exactly the opposite of what we were expecting. We've since recovered. We're in the green with all of those because we averaged into our position and we didn't use high leverage. So again, we're surviving the market to trade another day. That's the key takeaway. Either way, okay, let's jump into Fetch.AI. This is the last 7 days of liquidation. We can see here we're at about 3.2, massive amount of liquidation there at the upper level. You can also argue that we have a massive amount of liquidation at 2.5. We discussed this recently. So look at this, 1, 2, 3. We've had 3 retests of this lower level. Okay, so again, awesome stuff there in that sense, but we want to double check that and make sure that, is that support level going to hold? Me personally, the fact that we keep retesting this lower level leads me to believe it won't, but we'll double check that here in just a minute. So let's double check the daily time frame and kind of see where we're at. So daily time frame, we want to look at the moving averages and double check we're above the important ones, but we're also below the 20-day SMA. That's never a great sign. That's that resistance level here at about 273. We got a lower support range at about 255. So until we break free from this range, we can presume it's going to continue. That's how you reverse the trend. Basically, if you see the price action going down like this, establishing lower highs and lower lows, once it goes range bound, that's good. That's telling us it wants to change direction. And then once it establishes higher highs and establishes itself to break free from that most recent high and use it as a new low, then at that point you can consider that to be a trend reversal. I discussed that in my trading university too, so make sure you watch it if you're curious. But at this point, we're seeing a stochastic swing to the upside, 50 on the RSI is hanging out there, and money flow index is high. These are all positive contributing factors on the daily time frame, minus the MACD, which is starting to slow down its momentum. So generally speaking, Fetch.AI is actually looking fairly strong. Now you gotta take this with a grain of salt too, because we have a pretty ugly gravestone type of doji candle forming on the daily. That's not a good sign either. Okay? It implies indecision, and the price action is more likely to go down. We are also below this descending trend line, and we're not looking fantastic at all in this regard. We're below all 4 moving averages in the 4-hour time frame. So even though the macro looks pretty decent, the 4-hour time frame looks abysmal. Okay? Again, 4-hour time frame is important because it's a transitionary time frame. So if we're going to transition into anything, we want that to be a good thing, right? If we are transitioning abysmally, then that's not really a positive sign. That'll shift that momentum from the upside or the daily confirmation and shift that down. We take a look at RSI. We're hanging out below 50 on the RSI. That's bearish. Money flow index extremely low, and stochastic kind of trying to swing up, but that's just a consolation here. Not really a positive sign whatsoever. Okay, so again, we're not looking good here on the 4-hour. Is the easy way to summarize it. We take a look at the hourly. Very similar situation here. Look at this. We're still establishing lower highs and lower lows, and we haven't broken free from this descending trend line. Anything in orange is important. I usually mark things in orange for key levels. So until we get back up above that, I have no reason to want to take a long position. We're also below the cloud. Lagging span is within the price action, and conversion line is below the baseline. Those are mostly bearish signs, and really just confirming that further downside makes more sense for this coin. So this very well could be one of those situations where a short position may be more viable. I don't usually like to recommend short trading in general because it's more risky, but we're right here at this recent point of control. We're kind of, getting rejected by the cloud. Bitcoin could be capping out for the weekend. We have low volume. These are all disadvantageous signs that are leading me to believe that Fetch.AI might be due for a little bit further of a continuation to the downside to sweep this lower level liquidity. So hypothetically, the price shoots down to this lower level. That could be about a 4% move down to that 250 to catch that lower level of liquidity. So that's about where we're at. What are your thoughts? Why don't you let me know? Comment below, like, subscribe, follow. I greatly appreciate that. If you want to trade this coin on the best exchange in the world, CryptoCash.tech. I got my partner page there, or just use the link down below, of course, for $5,500 in benefit rewards. Highly recommend you use these guys. They are fantastic. Thank you so much for the opportunity to our community. And I just deeply appreciate you watching. Hope you learned something here today. Have a great rest of the day. We'll see you next one. Take care.